This video is a detailed critique of modern property and financial systems, focusing on concepts like trusts, deeds of trust, and the legal fiction surrounding ownership under current legal frameworks. Here's a summary of the key ideas. Key concepts explained. Trusts. A trust is a legal structure where property is managed by a trustee for the benefit of a beneficiary. The creator of the trust, truster, determines the terms. The text argues that in the context of mortgages, the homeowner often unknowingly becomes a party in a trust arrangement, benefiting the bank, beneficiary. Deed of trust. Defined as an instrument placing legal title to real property with a trustee to secure the payment of a loan. The claim is that this arrangement effectively transfers control to the bank while leaving the homeowner as a renter rather than an owner. Legal title versus actual ownership. Legal title is described as a representation or fiction of ownership rather than true ownership of physical property. The text asserts that this system serves to benefit financial institutions and governments at the expense of the individual. Adhesion contracts. These are agreements drafted to favor one party, e.g., the government or corporations, and are binding due to implicit consent, such as by using government services or signing legal documents. The fiction of ownership. The text argues that under the current system, individuals do not truly own property or even themselves, through concepts like straw man identities tied to birth certificates and legal names. Mortgages, property taxes, and legal descriptions are framed as mechanisms of control rather than true ownership. Historical context. References to the U.S. bankruptcy of 1933 and the abandonment of the gold standard are used to argue that modern financial systems are based on debt and promises to pay rather than tangible value. Sovereignty and status correction. The text promotes the idea of distinguishing one's flesh and blood self from the legal entity, straw man, created by the state. This involves repudiating contracts and legal obligations tied to the corporate system, aiming for individual sovereignty and freedom from statutory law. Overall critique. The text challenges conventional understandings of property ownership and financial obligations, asserting that current systems are designed to exploit individuals through legal fictions, taxation, and adhesion contracts. It advocates for education, legal action, and status correction as means to reclaim personal sovereignty and true ownership. Important considerations. While the ideas presented are thought-provoking, they are controversial and often rooted in interpretations that may not align with mainstream legal frameworks. Readers should approach such claims critically and seek professional legal advice before acting on any strategies to correct status or challenge legal systems.